everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I've just been sat here working on this. I've been working on it last night and today for a little bit, just finishing this portion of her up. Now I thought it'd be nice if I just showed you the colours that I was using and the technique, because it's really easy, really easy. It's just layering over and over again. So here's the colours that I'm using. I'm using the Faber-Castell Polychromos, Cream 102, Naples Yellow 185, Brown Ochre 182, and Burnt Umber 280. Now let's get zoomed in and I'll show you how I do the hair. That should be alright that now. I love this hair colour. I'm actually going to write this down myself for using in the future, so I'll have to take it out of this and pop it up a little bit to make it easier for myself. So what I did is I found the lightest areas that were not shaded already by Mariola. That's why I love her pages, because she already tells you where to put the shade in. So we use the cream and put a light layer of that down just where it's blank, but you don't want to leave a line, you just want ever so slightly just blend it down over that grayscale, just like this. And the way that I did it in sections, so I did this section, that, like that. That's what I found was easiest. Or you can do it this way, going up and down, just very light pressure. I think I missed a little bit underneath there. So up and down, making sure your pencil is really sharp at this point. We will go over at the end with that colour again. So onto the Naples Yellow, and start off at the very darkest and pull up, and then opposite from the top you're starting at the darkest and you're pulling that colour down, just so it goes over that cream a little bit, so there's no like line. The same here. You could always blend this out as well once you've done it. I'll show you the top bit, but I like the way the look of the pencil strokes. It sort of gives the illusion of hair. And what I might actually do as well is add a couple of wispy hairs and show you how I do that, because I don't plan on doing a background on this with it being tone tan paper. There's not a lot of room for background as well, and this paper doesn't like water, which is my favourite at the moment for backgrounds, so I think I might just skip it this time. So just going over that grayscale and bringing it up ever so slightly, and then this is the last one. I find that if you're struggling with where to put the lights and the darks, if you start off with a page that's a little bit grayscaled, it does show you, it does help you, so then when you move on to the line art you can accomplish what you want a lot easier. So then on to the brown ochre. Exactly the same thing, but I'm being a little bit more heavy-handed and I'm not pulling the colour up as much. Only in the areas, can you see where she's already put this dark bit, so I'll pull that up, and then every now and again I'll do a random one myself. So you're pulling it down now. It might help to turn your pencil as well to keep it sharp. And then we need to do this one. So we're coming down the centre, and a couple of random longer hairs that are darker. The exact same thing, just the opposite way around. Here's where it gets a little bit more difficult because you've got hairs overlapping. I've already completed them, I'm quite happy with the way that they've turned out. But because I've added these other two pencils now, it doesn't even seem like I've added any of that cream. That's why we'll go over the top of it and just define it a little bit more. I think it's really easy this way, and it's just understanding where to put your lights and your darks, I suppose. So a couple of longer ones. And then this is where it really comes together. Add a few more there actually. Is with the darkest shade, which is the burnt umber. These are the strands that are going to stand out the most. Turning my pencil, trying to keep it as sharp as I can without keep sharpening it. Using quite hard pressure at this point now. Just be a little bit more careful here because you've got a strand of hair going over the top. I'll just add a few to the bottom. So over the top with the cream again, just a lighter layer where it's at its very lightest. And my phone goes off. And then just to finish off, just to add a little bit of the Naples yellow, just a little bit, just to pull that yellow colour back in because we might have lost a little bit of that. Just a little bit. Add a little bit more down here as well. But it is as easy as that. Now I'm going to get to the stage where I'm going to say I'm messing too much, and I'll still carry on. The only thing that I need to do is add some eyebrows to this lovely lady, which I might as well do now actually. I might as well do it now. So I'll stick with the Naples yellow and stick with strands. And then the same with the other side. Oh, it's difficult to do this. I'm going to have to turn it. I do apologise. So I just want a light layer of this. And I'll probably have to go over the top when I've done the skin, you know, for these bits here. But now I know the pencil colours. Now in with the brown ochre. Now I want it darkest, probably about that much, and then keep here light, just to try and keep it as natural as possible. maybe a couple of strands, just like that, but that's enough. And then in with the darkest shade, which is the burnt umber. You're not going to see much of it on this side of the eyebrow because of the way that she's facing, but just a touch. And there we go, just a tiny little bit. Don't want to go over the top with that. So now I'll be able to start the skin. I've got a couple more things that I need to do, then I'll be able to come back to this. But please do give me a big like and subscribe if you're new, if you've not subscribed already. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.